Where the tape at right here?
There we are.
There
we go. There we are. Yeah, they take a little one.
Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym and Crypto episode 172. Today is Tuesday, May 22nd, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish. And we are here.
As we wait for these, here we go. What's going on, John Siebert? Ciao. As everybody starts to load into the chat room, what are we doing for the free Bitcoin yesterday? Who won it?
Oh, yeah. So for the free Bitcoin, the winner is Don Lipscomb. Thank you for your comment.
There's a lot of good comments.
A lot of good comments, man. It was hard to choose. Had to put names in the hat for the top ones that I liked because it literally was too many good comments. Our question was about Coinbase becoming a bank. Do you think it's beneficial to use Coinbase, or do you think it's better to use just a regular bank? Pretty much everybody was on the same accord as far as Coinbase would probably be better because they have crypto products. At least they're trying to do something crypto-wise. Banks aren't, they're kind of just pushing it away. So thanks for that comment, and already sent that free Bitcoin to you, brother.
There we go. Shout out to Sergeant Crypto, Gabriel Hernandez, Derek Alvarez. What's going on, Derek? Long time.
I know.
Madam Crypto, Ghost Acosta, Tonio, Crypto Ty, Bitcoin J, Tessa. Thanks for catching us live. What's
going on, Kendra Camacho and Kevin. Thank you all for joining on Facebook.
Willingness to be hacked.
I mean, Verge is to me is like, if it happens once, your fault. If it happens twice, shame on me. Same exploit. So it's not like they found a new way to trick people to use social engineering. No. They basically just said, we're just gonna keep hacking you until you get the point.
Hacking, huh?
Yeah, it's just basically dudes who got Pornhub subscriptions. They want to get in early on Verge.
I bet you it's actually probably like a competitor company.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if some of the devs in the space are like, you know what? I need to pump my own coin. The best way to do it is just devalue another one.
Or, a good business practice would be come out with a terrible coin, make it, hyped up, and then say it gets quote unquote hacked. You do the hacking, and then you come out with the ulterior 2.0. This is the other Tron that won't get hacked.
We used to mess this up, but we got it right this time.
Oh yeah, I mean, people been doing this flipping. I know I see some of you out there that used to flip Nautilus coin and some of these trash coins out there, Brian Kelly. All of a sudden now it's like the new scams are coming now. So XBG Verge never dies.
There you go. Hey, if you're watching this now and you appreciate and you like the show, make sure you smash that like and share button. People, let's go ahead and get this algorithm working for us. All right. Well, Verge, they're going through their thing. We'll see what happens. Hacks, I will say it's good that hacks have been happening less often now because they're becoming so public. And the reason why they're becoming so public is things like CFTC regulations are back in the news. They cannot stop. They want to regulate everything.
Alphabet boys.
What's going on with CFTC?
Oh, yeah. So the CFTC, who their leader, has been kind of, nice, so to say, to digital currency, Giancarlo. However, they have just stated that they plan to regulate virtual currencies to keep pace with innovation, which makes
no sense.
That is the definition of not making sense. And honestly, you can't regulate as you innovate because you're literally stifling somebody. I mean, as soon as they come up with an idea, well, you can't do that because this will happen. You can't do that. I mean, if that was the case, nobody would create anything. I mean, so to me, this is just another one of their, statements about how we're going to come in, we're going to do the right thing, make sure everybody's protected. And most people like us are just sitting there like, who are you? We don't even.
Well, it's one of those things too. Is why are you trying to criminalize this?
Yeah,
they are literally trying to criminalize cryptocurrency. We talk about this often, but again, just the thought of that is ridiculous. And the fact that they're actually getting away with actually doing it because no one cares or not enough people even know about it is even more ridiculous. But I mean, they're literally trying to criminalize cryptocurrency, all in the effort for more money, all in the effort for more tax dollars, all in the more effort for our terrible legal system we have.
Come on, man.
But yeah, they're criminalizing crypto. Like you said, they're trying to say we're going to figure out new ways to keep up with the market by putting regulations in place when we know that does the complete opposite.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine I gave you a blank sheet of paper and I said, draw something. And as soon as you start drawing something, you say, oh, I'm drawing this beautiful photo. I said, well, actually, you can't draw within this space right here. You got to stay in this corner. Okay, whatever. I start drawing this corner. Well, actually, you can't use black black ink or black pencil. You need to
yeah.
use blue or red.
Based on the rule,
you know,
70
you start
years
using
ago.
blue or red. Well, actually, I need you to finger paint this thing. Like, come on, it just makes no sense.
And then at some point, you'll take the paper, throw it at them, and be like, I'm going to do whatever I want.
Right.
And that's what people in crypto are getting to that point where it's like, dude, y'all keep pushing us.
We're trying to do the right thing. We are
to.
trying to do the right thing. But if you think something's going to stop because of some old regulators, you lost your mind. I mean, there's no other way to say it.
Yeah.
And thankfully, you know, worst case scenario, you can hop on a plane these days. But
yeah,
keep the fight going, people. Do not give in.
Yeah, and honestly, I think this is a good time to plug that we should try and get as many police officers and military people crypto, so they can be a part of the crypto community.
That's the way to do it.
Because honestly, those are the people that are coming to lock you up if they make this stuff illegal and criminalize it. So if they have crypto themselves, it'll be kind of hard. There'll be nobody to come lock you up. They'll be like, I want crypto too. What are you talking about?
Right.
I'm not about to criminalize these people.
Zoe Roaster 40 said, "Isn't John Carlos just a gangster face man or a gangster's face man?" Many of them are. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, come on, you're working with Wall Street right there. We know the crimes they continue to commit, like literally on a monthly basis.
You can't help it.
Get fined and get away with it.
And then they come out with little sweet commercials.
Right.
Like, that Wells Fargo commercial is sickening.
Kind of going off this CFTC story. Another big story came in. I mean, it literally rolls right over, and that's Operation Cryptosweep. Looks like U.S. and Canadian state and I'm not even gonna try to say that. Provincial, I did try to say it. The provinces. I know how to say provinces. I've never seen the provincial. I don't know. Security regulators have opened probes into potentially fraudulent crypto investment programs and what has been dubbed Operation Cryptosweep. According to a press release yesterday, they're saying that the crackdown is on suspicious crypto investment products, reportedly the largest such coordinated investigation by state and province officials. They say regulators from across 40 jurisdictions, coordinated by the North American Securities Administrators Association. Never heard of them.
Who is the
NASAA? Never heard of them in my life. Have initiated up to 70 investigations, with more to come in the following weeks. Security regulators have reportedly warned as many as 35 companies about violations of state security laws, with some cases resulting in cease and desist actions. Okay, here's my thing about it.
40?
And it looks like, they say, according to Washington Post, investigators discovered about 30,000 crypto-related domain names in recent weeks, most of which have been registered by the end of last year once the Bitcoin price hit the high. All right, here's the thing. Why are you using my tax money for this? No one has asked for this.
Bro, nobody.
No one in the crypto community has asked for this. No one in the regular American public, because they don't even know about the crypto community, have asked about this. No one has asked for this, and yet this unnamed agency I've never heard of is doing the largest probe and investigation, it looks like, in their history, of course, to make a name for themselves, because that's what bureaucrats do, because they get free money. Literally, our tax pays for people. And their only thing is to just check a box and they get promoted and paid more. Yeah. But I mean, literally, who asked for 70 investigations? Who asked for 40 jurisdictions to partner? This is our tax money. This is the reason why people are getting into crypto, because they're doing like ridiculous things like this. It makes no sense. Yeah. If it wasn't so sad, it would be hilarious. But I mean, it truly is sad. As you said the other day, it's disheartening. It's disheartening. And I mean, there must be something we can do.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. If any of those Canadian police roll up on me on a horse,
come on,
you're not getting my crypto on a horse, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm smacking you, taking all your syrup.
Like, you're not getting my crypto on a horse, bro. And on top of that, the actual regulators, so to say, what are they regulating? Because honestly, if they're talking about just crypto that's out now, have they realized that there have been thousands of cryptos created within the last year?
It's probably been like 10 new cryptos created this morning by a group of high schools. All right.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I just found a website this morning reading an article where you can actually fork off Bitcoin in a matter of minutes for less than $100. I mean, literally, I could fork Bitcoin. Matter of fact, after the show,
we should just fork Bitcoin. Flood the market with coins.
Just flood the market with coins, like $100, and you need community behind it to mine it. However, you know, these people that do the regulations, all they're going to keep doing is create new rules to catch a new, to catch a new, to catch a new. Because, like we said, ICOs have already changed. I've seen some new ICOs where they're allowing U.S. investors. You don't have to be an accredited investor anymore. You just have to give your information. So, I mean, they're already changing ICOs, and then regulation-wise, what's going to happen when the next wave of people figure out, well, we can do this. to exploit the system. It's just going to be a rat race.
And see, going back, that's the messy part about the ICOs. Let's say they change the regulations, which they will because they have no choice. But then they change the regulations. Well, he's like, well, I missed out on like 10 of the greatest ICOs between August of last year and now because you all wanted to put some fairy tale rule in place of an industry that you know nothing about. And again, it's not even those people we're worried about. It's the other diddly do-rights in the diddly gang.
Oh yeah.
Some of which are in the military and police, which is why people say, you know what, we're just going to follow their rules right now. It's kind of like Debo. Once he walk away, I'm gonna get to talking again. I'll be quiet right now, but I'm gonna get to talking again later. Dan the Man 03 said, "Did we see the news about Bitcoin being a problem for security clearance for the Pentagon?" No, that's amazing. I mean,
as far as like people in the Pentagon,
you gotta give us a little bit more information. I'm assuming, knowing the Pentagon, they're probably like, if you have anything to do with crypto, don't. Which is why I tell people when I was in the military back in 2014, whatever, I didn't mess with it because I was going in and out the Pentagon and all that, and I know how they play. And they're like, you look this up on your computer, like you must be, some undercover.
Doing so,
it's ridiculous the way they think.
I mean, the people that are in government that have crypto or that they're not going to tell you. They have to find out, and then in order for them to find out, they have to go through a series of stuff. And if they have to investigate millions of people to figure out whether or not you have crypto, like I said, they don't even have the resources to do it. So
I get what you're saying. Gabriel Hernandez said the lack of consistency and transparency in the crypto industry is making it easy for these government agencies to swoop in.
I disagree.
I was going to disagree. I guess you too.
They are very transparent.
They say only when crypto creators settle on a common set of standards for operating and transparency will these unnecessary raids become harder. I'll let you hit on this one first.
Well, I would say that from a transparency standpoint, all the exchanges that are a part of crypto, you can see their wallets right now. Also, all of the hacks that happen, as soon as it happens. All of the creators of every cryptocurrency I've ever seen is on Twitter. I follow them.
That is also true.
As far as transparency goes, I've never followed a banker. I've never seen a bank statement at the end of the year that disclosed everything. They disclose most of it, but not everything. And I've also never seen an actual a banker come out on Twitter and say we're going to fix an issue with a cryptocurrency or with an exchange, like I've seen with other people. So
or a mental hack.
Yeah, mental hack. Like I said, I've seen crypto people. We have been regulating ourselves, and we've been doing a pretty good job at it. It's the regulators who see that and they say, well, these people can do it themselves. They don't
without paying us,
and they're transparent, so people trust them more than they trust us. Oh, we can't have this transparency. They don't want transparency. Right. You don't want that.
And the piggyback on those were some excellent points, by the way. I mean, you really off the top of your head, he just hit down the head. We gotta give him some props, people.
Been around a while.
You know what I mean? But no, to add to that, I mean, honestly, again, it's none of their business though.
Yeah.
Like private citizens, public governments.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency companies, coins, whatever. I mean, if you watch Andre Antonopoulos talks, he says, hey, as long as two people want to use it, you can have a coin, you can have a market. Two people want to use it. So if two people decide to use a certain token of coin, you have to disclose all the information. Why? That is a waste of time. You're talking about, as you just said, with $100 now, you can duplicate and create your own new coin. So how far is this going to go? I mean, they literally will not be able to control it. I saw a funny meme or GIF, I guess, on LinkedIn the other day.
Yep.
And it had a guy trying to squeegee the ocean water back into the ocean. The waves kept hitting. Come on, and that's like regular. They said that's regulators trying to regulate crypto. I mean, it's one of those things. The onus isn't on the community. As you said, it's already transparent, but the onus isn't on the community to be transparent. I disagree with that. It's like any other business or company. Coinbase, when they gave all the information to the government, they asked for some of the stuff to be redacted from the general public. Why? Yeah. Same with banks. As you said with banks, the banks don't provide any really public information.
Have you seen
HSBC didn't talk about what they did. Or if you want to go to an even higher level, talk about Fast and Furious with our old Attorney General under Barack Obama, where we sold cartels guns, and that gun was used to kill an ATF agent.
Yeah,
they weren't transparent about that either. And I can tell you a ton of other stuff.
Half the people out here didn't even know that.
Right. It's a ton of things they're not transparent about. So for them to go after a specific industry, honestly, only because it's making so much money. I mean, it's literally, it's black and white. They're going after the industry because they want a piece. And for them to go above and beyond now and say, well, now we have 2 nations, all of North America. We have this new alliance, 40 jurisdictions, 70 investigations ongoing to stop something that no one asked to be stopped. And you're using other people monies to do that, to pay yourself and to finance this operation. That is ridiculous. I don't agree with it. And these are the things that will make me look into a judge's face and say, yes, I'm not giving you no more tax money. Like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
If you're using it for ridiculous stuff like this, it makes no sense.
Absolutely. And I mean, ask 100 people, maybe 10 of them know what crypto is. Maybe one is actively using it. And that one person is definitely not worried about no regulation of the ICOs. I can tell you that right now. So, I mean, that's
if you're worried, here's the best way. If you're worried about ICO, people just don't do it. It is literally that simple. If ICO stretch you out that much, it's too much to look into. They are ripe with scams. Stay away from it.
Yeah.
You don't go into a new IPO every day. You don't invest in the stock market every day when the NASDAQ rings the bell. So why would you do it with ICO? It's the same thing. And for me, that's all a regulator needs to say. If you're worried that much, if you don't know how to do due diligence, take a year to learn and don't invest, because you're not investing in a new IPO on Wall Street every week. So to try to do that with crypto
is ridiculous. Yeah.
To me, that shows me that one thing that they're right about is a bunch of people trying to get rich quick, because you haven't been doing anything else in traditional markets, anything like that, or even looking at anything, but you heard you can get 10 times your investment in 3 weeks or so you think,
and you just took
just took that risk. So stay away from it.
Yeah. And Gabriel said that all transparent among crypto experts and followers, but is it transparent to the general public? Yeah. We're doing that right now. That's literally what we do. We're making everything that is in the crypto world transparent to the regular world. That's why we bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community. People like us is people that do the same thing we do in other sectors. They have other stuff, but yeah, we're trying to, because it is tough to learn. It is one of those things you have to take your time. Right. However, it's not impossible. Trust me. I mean, everybody who started in crypto was doing something before crypto. So trust me, it's not like this has been around, for years and you should have these skills already. Some people are totally new.
Learn as you go.
Yeah, I mean, some people have never invested, some people have never used technology, and then you put them together and ask people to use them. Come on, bro. Some people are like, no, I'm.
Oh, you said okay for the public. Yeah. I mean, you got to learn. Like you said, you got to learn. You go. Everyone, it's a steep learning curve.
But I will say though, how many people here can describe Wi-Fi?
Wow.
Nobody can tell me about layer 2 protocols. Nobody can't
describe Wi-Fi myself.
Nobody knows it. Right, everybody uses it. And that's what we're trying to say about Bitcoin is if everybody eventually is going to use some type of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin being most likely, then exactly when do you want to wait to buy Bitcoin? Right. And when everybody's using it? Because I can tell you right now, if I invested in Wi-Fi when it's created versus if I invested in a Wi-Fi company now, it'd be totally different. So, and
quick shout out actually to Tyler White, who's with BRD Wallet, who we interviewed with their CMO today. Yeah, he's already said during the interview, one of his first introductions to crypto was off this YouTube channel, and now he works for a crypto company. Yep. So is it a steep learning curve? Yes, but if you're committed to and dedicated. Right now, all these companies are looking for people because not enough people are paying attention to it. So
absolutely,
it's definitely room in the space. All right, next story though, Bank of England. This is something we talked about many times. But Bank of England is talking about creating their CBDC.
Oh my God.
Or whatever, central bank digital currency. We said it before. It was probably about 2 months ago when that one article on Cointelegraph.
CBDC 140.
Right, it said it nonstop. It had at least 11 mentions of CBDC, and we said it that day. That this is messaging and they're priming you to get ready to be comfortable with hearing these acronyms and also being comfortable with actually using it. And now Bank of England is saying, hey, this CBDC acronym that somebody made literally 2 months ago isn't a bad idea. How about we launch our own bank currency, central digital bank currency, central bank digital currency, whatever you want to call it. And it looks like they're moving forward with it, right?
Yeah. It looks like with the CBDCs, like we said before, they're moving forward because nobody's actually saying anything against it. Like, has anybody actually said anything bad about it? I see people on Twitter all the time talk bad about Tether. They talk about Bcash. They talk about everything. But CBDCs is one of those things that's so new that even if you mention it, people don't know exactly what it is. So they can get away with it right now. However, this is a part of programming. You just keep saying it until it becomes a part of your lexicon. And then people started, oh, what's a CBDC? It's a centrally backed digital currency. It's nothing crazy. It's literally just digital currency, which you already use, on a centrally backed ledger, which you already use. So they're just selling you the same thing. They're gift wrapping it in another gift wrapping paper, and they're just selling it back to you. So that's basically what CBDCs are. And Bank of England they're joining the party. And
with Bank of England, there was a couple more stories out there. And just let you know, if you ever notice, we don't cover many stories about banks using blockchain and making these transactions. Yeah. There's a couple stories out today that are doing that. And that's because they're not doing anything innovative. They're making it seem like, well, I saw today it was like 5 banks were able to send cross-border payments in seconds or less. and all this. It's like
I've been doing that for 5 years.
Right. They don't want to say Bitcoin is already doing it, so they keep creating these stories and saying that these banks are making these innovations, doing all this stuff. They're literally copying technology that's already out there and that's working, which is pretty funny. So
just regifted.
Also pretty funny. I see everybody say we got a Schiller on the chat. It's all right. Welcome
Welcome to the chat where nobody cares. We've got to be one of the only shows where you can throw whatever and people just laugh at you.
I saw people laugh. Seb R said, do you think it is useful to have an application that associates a reputation score with the Ethereum address? So we talked about this before, actually, because the government was talking about doing it.
All I gotta say is, bro, that is literally the appetizer to China. That's literally what China, they already have a social score and they already rank Ethereum #1. Guess what's coming next? I'm pretty sure they're gonna start using your social score for whether or not you can use it.
So the answer is no. Again, to go back to Andres Antonopoulos, he says it best. It's like the whole point of crypto, the whole point of decentralization in general, is that no one can tell you or control the flow of money. You cannot limit, because once you start doing that, and granted, sometimes it is for a good reason. I mean, you talk about there are real criminals out there. There are real sex trafficking rings, drug rings, all that stuff you want to stop.
That's the minority.
That is real. That is the minority. And you do want to stop them. One way to stop them is to stop the flow of money, of course. However, it is a slippery slope because, you know, maybe that's why you want to stop theirs, but maybe you don't like Bitcoin's and King talking about bankers on Wall Street. You want to stop our flow of money. Like, where
YouTubers getting kicked off.
Where does it end at? So because of that, no. Again, I can't wait until, again, Andres Antonopoulos, the anonymity is not a feature or is not a add-on. It's a part of crypto.
It's a part of crypto
where all crypto is anonymous. I can't wait for that because you shouldn't limit people's money because you don't believe in their ideals. If that's the case, when you look at whose ideal is right, is China right about everything? Because they have the most people. Is China and India the right? Have the right religion, have the right political view, have the right military view. Is China and India always in the right for the entire world because they have the most people?
Exactly.
So what type of, how are we gonna do? Is this a popularity contest?
Very slippery
slope. Who has the most money? Who has the most people? Slippery slope. So because of that, we rather, when it comes to currency, it should be global, it should be borderless, and it should be anonymous. There should be no score attached to it. If someone is doing something wrong with it, there's other ways to find out about that. But as far as just the money side of it, no, I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Social scores. It'd be funny if somebody came up with technology for people to walk around, kind of like on NBA 2K, where you have an energy bar, you got a social score bar. That'd be tight.
It's like Black Mirror.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Black Mirror. Yeah. I think somebody just said that on there. I haven't seen it, but I have heard. Yeah, the social score thing where you got to basically work out or something like that. You got to eat a certain way. You got to treat people. I don't know something, but yeah, when you throw crypto in there, you just went right back to the centralization we had. So
All right. Good news now. We've been talking about all the craziness with regulations and all that good stuff. Australia blockchain prototype welfare payments.
Oh, yeah.
That should be pretty good. Pretty cool to see. You can see, I guess, where the welfare payments are going to, when, all that good stuff.
Yep. Social Security, all that.
Have they already started or they're talking about
They're talking about starting in 2019. Okay. I will say, like we said before with other international news, is if it works one place, it'll work somewhere else. So if they do have Social Security and they have all of these payments on the blockchain where it's immutable and you can see who it's going to, that would kill some of the arguments people have about Social Security, who's getting it, how much people are getting, whatever. And it would also make the payments quicker. You won't have to get a check in the, that's so inefficient, a check in the mail every month or whatever. So, and for welfare payments wise, if you were to use it, it's on that ledger forever. So you can't, scam them out of however many amount people do. So it is good on their end for governments to use it. If they have a noble cause for giving welfare. However, I can't see how this can be bastardized because then they can literally just cut off your funds if they don't like you. Like just instantly. It's literally a button click and it's like, yeah, this node is not validating any of your transactions. Sorry, go back to being poor. So it's a good innovation technology wise, I would say.
It will also be interesting to see. I mean, again, it'll make it easier for them, the end user, to get the money. It might be even easier to spend it if they can put all this stuff in stores. So I guess what do they have now? They got their cards now, but they used to have food stamps. Now they have the cards. Eventually, one day it's going to be a cell phone. You're literally not going to know who's on welfare, I guess. They can go in there and click it. So like you said, Australia's going to test it out. If it works, other countries are going to say, hey, it's not a bad idea. We'll try it.
True.
All right. And last but not least, we had to save the best for last. People, we all know what today is. It is Bitcoin Pizza Day.
Oh, yeah.
For those new to this space, if you don't know, back in 2010, A guy bought a pizza with about 10,000 Bitcoins. He bought two pieces with 10,000 Bitcoins. At the time, the price of Bitcoin was 0.004 cent. That's right, less than a penny. And for those who don't know, that's actually another great use case for the crypto community, and that's micropayments. Wait until you can stream. And Bitcoin's actually telling me about this one, though.
Yeah.
So I'll give him credit. Wait till you can stream movies and music for less than a penny. And they just literally go by how many seconds you actually listen to something or watch something.
Yep.
Micropayments are going to be huge in space. Bitcoin was 0.004 cent. When those pieces were bought, they spent 10,000 Bitcoins. At the price right now, you're looking at $41.4 million worth of Bitcoin spent. Price back in December would have put it up to about $83 million. But that happened back, May 22nd, 2010. And right now, you had to buy a pizza with Satoshis. You wouldn't be able to buy it with a Bitcoin.
Yeah, somebody just said Mil Satoshi is already a thing on Lightning. Yeah, I was gonna say Satoshis are starting to become, like I said, when one Satoshi becomes $1, that's when people who are in it now will be like that guy who bought the pieces. You'll be like, I literally spent half a Bitcoin on a or whatever it was.
I will say it's funny because when I first got started, Bitcoin Zay was always, I kept saying, I still say this day, I'm like, I feel sick. I could have X, Y, and Z. And he's always like, imagine the dude who bought the pizza with it. Like, you think you feel sick. This dude spent 10,000 Bitcoin on pizza.
On pizza, man. And that was, like I said, speculation. People hate that it drives everything, but that's literally what took it from 0.004 cent on a Bitcoin talk forum all the way, to where we are now. So thank you, pizza guy Laszlo, for sacrificing 10,000 Bitcoins.
Laszlo, that's a name off of Grand Theft Auto.
Oh man, I'd be sick to my stomach every day. But at the same time, if he had 10,000 to send,
that's what I was gonna say. How many more did he have? Come on, Laszlo.
And I don't know how many sold along the way because everybody thinks they would have been a hold. They would have held.
And that's not true.
That's not true.
People didn't hold after December to February.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I get what you're saying.
I held for a little while, but I can honestly say if I bought 10,000 Bitcoins and then I saw the price go to 1,000 and I was an instant millionaire during the time when I was dead broke, I'm pretty sure
no one knew about crypto.
And no one knew about it, which was January of last year. I'm pretty sure I would have sold a good amount of it, but at the same time, some of these people that have been in it a while and they believe in it like I do, I kind of switched my view on that. I was like, well, if you sell it now, like I said, you're going to be sorry later. Right. And on top of that, I can't live with the fact that I've already spent I bought like a $500 burrito. I bought like $700 computer products that were worth $70.
Oh, you bought $500 burrito?
Yeah, because it was worth $20-something 3 years ago. So shout out to Bitcoin Vegan.
Right. Now that I actually think about it, that would be cool to actually tally up how much money you lost.
I've definitely spent in the 5 figures range on stuff.
My goodness.
Just being early. So
shout out to Ashley Neal. She said, "Hey, I'm new to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome." Who else we have?
Dagman on Facebook. Oh yeah.
Let's see.
And Seabird, yep, you're right.
Somebody said, I think it was Crypto. Was it Crypto Q just said this madness? Gents of Crypto on CNBC next. That would be a good question for free Bitcoin. I don't know if I want to be on there.
You don't want to bring me on there with Brian Kelly, bro.
Right.
I can tell you that right now.
They said they can't, S1 Dub said they can't see Zay with a button up for CNBC. Nah, he definitely want to wear one.
Yeah, that would be the funniest.
And I'll be listening in the back. I'll actually be in the background with like a hanger in the butt. Like, you sure? All right, whatever you say.
Yeah.
No, and then I saw we actually had a troll too, and I always like to shout out trolls. Since you asked, no, I don't know who eats KFC. That's nasty. Popeyes, A, and then B, fried chicken and watermelon is good. Actually, Laban on the new Black Wall Street, and I'm not sure we put the post on here today. Actually,
we didn't put it on there.
But Laban, he made a good point about watermelon. Everybody makes the watermelon jokes in blacks, but a lot of people don't know when slaves were first released, the first crop they were allowed to plant and make money off of was watermelon. So the thing with watermelon and blacks isn't the taste. Smart Alec or smart Andrew Murray. We want to go ahead and shout out this troll here. It's because it was actually a crop people could use to make money off of.
Yeah.
Learn something new today, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now moving forward. Any last comments?
Well, now we got into the pizza debate. Let's go ahead and argue.
There we go.
Bitcoin Pizza Day. What is the best pizza? Please put the best pizza, in your area or the best pizza chain. If you put Papa John's, you are automatically deleted. That's the worst pizza. No, I'm just kidding. But what's your favorite pizza? Put your public address.
Oh, you're making an easy one. There we go.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite pizza? We're celebrating Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day.
Two things. No, two. What's your favorite pizza? And what you want to see is on CNBC or a mainstream channel?
Oh, yeah.
And let us why?
Know. Yeah, let us know. So put that on there. Let us know. If you like pineapple pizza, you also delete it. So.
There we go.
Yeah, Bitcoin Day, you chimed in right on time. So yeah, pizza chain and favorite pizza, and then whether we should be on CNBC or one of the top shows.
Top networkers groups. Tough questions. Hey, we trying to give away this free Bitcoin every day. All right. Until next time, people. Thanks for watching. As always, we will see you all tomorrow at 10ish. You know, you can listen to us on Google Play Music, iTunes Podcasts, like every podcast at iHeartRadio. We're everywhere. Make sure you rate us if you can. We truly appreciate it. And make sure you hit that like and share button. Till tomorrow. Cheers.
Have a good one, people.